Hey everybody, happy Monday. We're standing out here at the base of Vail Mountain getting ready for this beautiful week ahead with a mix of, I guess you could almost call it summertime temperatures and some snow. We've got it all coming this week, which is typical spring. And I'm also donning the Team USA garb because we're going to have a great interview with one of the Paralympians who was born and raised in Vail. So all that, headlines, details on activities and events, and more start right now with Vail Valley Live.
Hey, good morning, good Monday. Good Monday. Hey. Good morning. You're watching Vail Valley Live. I'm your host here in the studio, Ashley LaFleur. We've got Rach behind the scenes. We have Trisha out in the field. We have Blake running the camera out there. We've got a great crew, and we are excited to be kicking off a brand new week with you here on the show. So like Trisha was just saying, we have silver medalist paraskier Thomas Walsh joining us on the show this morning. So excited to catch up with him. Also, we'll just kind of be checking in with what's going on around Vail Village. Community-supported agriculture at Knapp Harvest. It's about that time to get in on their CSA. Shopping at the outlets at Silverthorne, weather, headlines, events, and so much more. And of course, as always, if you are watching us on Facebook or on YouTube, we encourage you to be part of the show and give us some comments. Let us know what's going on in your world. We love to hear from you. And of course, we're also live on Outside TV Channel 17 locally. So just, a lot of different ways to consume this show, but we love that, we love when you're a part of it too. So just keep that in mind. So let's maybe, let's talk about the weather, and then we're going to send things out to Trisha. So this morning, getting into my car in Eagle, it's just downright warm, and it's dark this time of morning. But that sunshine has been allowing us to do all kinds of cool things in the afternoons and evenings. And yesterday, word on the street is it was so warm, there was skiing in bikinis happening by some of our crew members here in Vail Valley Live. So, so warm. Like, I was walking around, Rach, like a tank top yesterday.
Oh.
And yeah.
Yeah. Summertime.
I know.
It's feeling like summertime.
It felt very much like summertime. And we are going to continue that weather for today, which is all brought to you by the Alice at Silverthorne, where you can find those elevated savings so you can go find your new summer wardrobe. But it's going to return back to winter by tomorrow. So I love, you gotta love the personality of March weather, right? Like, it's so all over the place. So look at this. High of 54 today and partly cloudy. And then tomorrow, high of 41. We start to see that rain and that, the clouds developing, that low dropping back into the 20s. And according to Joel Gratz from OpenSnow.com, we could see anywhere between about 5 to 10 inches between now and Wednesday. So it's not going to really start until probably late tonight, and then the biggest snowfall is probably happening between Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday afternoon. But look at this. So if the wind is in our favor, we get to see more than 10 inches possibly. And then we have a little break on Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday we have more snow on the way. So it's just going to be kind of this back and forth between summer and winter, which, hey, we'll take that accumulation. We'll take those rivers filling up for the summer. I'm down with that. But definitely going to be completely opposite types of weather between today and tomorrow. And then if you're going to be going out in the mountain today, you can see the gondolas already starting to warm up for the morning over in Vail. They open at 8:30. But Vail is 97% open right now. They are open from 8:30 to 4. And they currently have a 55-inch base, and season to date, 219 inches at Vail. And then at Beaver Creek, they are 98% open and 214 inches for their current season total. And they're open from 9 to 4 today. So that's what's going on with that weather and snow report. Let's talk about what's happened with the weather out in Vail Village with Trisha and Blake, though. All right, Trisha, listen, so it looks a little cloudy out there behind you. Is that what's going on?
You know what? There's just some kind of light clouds, but we do have some blue. Yes, so there's we'll see some sunshine today for sure, like you mentioned, and those warm temperatures. So this is when you really need to think about the wax that's on your boards. You want to wax for warmer weather and warmer snow, if you will, and you almost have to wax your skis and boards a little bit more in the springtime because the snow that's out there now, we kind of call it corn snow. It's very granular and it just kind of loves to scrape your wax off. And if you find yourself kind of being the slowest person on the catwalk, it's probably because your boards are not waxed. So drop them off at the end of the day. And then also during this time of year, it's when you follow the sun. We always say eastern facing slopes first. Let those warm up and maybe don't get out there right at 8:30. Maybe let it warm up, kind of get that corn snow. But then by the afternoon, maybe you download because sometimes that corn snow, we call it mashed potatoes. We're covering all the vegetables here. So we got corn snow and then the mashed potato snow. And especially for your little kids, I mean, if they're like 3 or 4 years old, that's like a powder day for them. Like it's up to their knees, and it kind of gets tough for them to plow through. So downloading either on Share 6 out of Northwoods or Mid-Vail here on Gondola One, the Eagle Bond Express, or if you over at Beaver Creek, Strawberry Park, as well as of course lift number 6, downloading at the end of the day could be a good option for you.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice. I feel like there's a lot of times where, you're just unprepared for that kind of like that thick snow, and then you can do a little stop and go. It's kind of, it gets a little jerky out there. So good idea, Trisha. And I feel like, protect the knees, right? Like preserve the knees as much as possible.
Save
okay.
your summer.
Yes. We have a lot of cool things going on for the summer. Trish, before we take our first break, though, I wanted to mention, you brought this to my attention. So, we're going to talk about our headlines a little bit later on in the show. But if you go to vaildaily.com, you'll see, breaking news that may have come to light like late last night. And just tell them what's on there, Trish.
Oh, well, basically, their resort has secured a majority hold in a resort in Switzerland.
Yes.
So, we have had the Epic Pass give us access to certain resorts throughout Europe, La Trois Vallées in France, to name one. But this came out late last night, around 10, 11. Maybe you were busy watching the Oscars. And so this got just inserted into the news, and it kind of went out in some emails, some newsletters already this morning. So yeah, interesting stuff. While we're sleeping, they were like signing some deals.
Right, exactly. Yep, getting that majority stake. So this is it's in Switzerland. So it's Andermatt Sedrun Sport AG is the name that's in the paper. So majority stake in Switzerland. All right. Well, Trisha.
Beautiful. I'm hearing the sound of music right now.
I know, right?
Speaking of music, okay, I just got back from Arizona yesterday. I flew directly into Eagle. That airport, man, when it works, it's so easy. It's so convenient. It's so beautiful, too. But I was a little delayed. They had put a new brake on, before we left Phoenix. But I got into town with just enough time to hear like about a half hour of the live music over at Arrowhead. So the Broken Arrow has brought back their music on Sundays. Laughing Bones was playing, and oh my gosh, so many people were there. I saw Ty Diaz, I saw Sammy Shippen from Alpine and Antlers, I saw Billy Doran from, the Dinosaur Junction new museum, and the people were dancing. There was a couple bikini tops as well, kids, and there were so many bikes loaded up with skis, with helmets, like fat bikes and e-bikes. Like, people are like, I don't need to worry about parking over at Arrowhead. I'm just going to haul everything on my bicycle. So it was really cool little cultural thing to see. And next week, they're going to do a doubleheader of music. So Saturday, they're going to have Talking in Circles playing from 2 to 5. And then on Sunday, Laughing Bones will be bringing back the music. And that'll be the last one of the season. Arrowhead does stay open until the 10th. But the last music of the season at the Broken Arrow will be next Saturday and Sunday.
I love that you went, straight from Arizona to like listening to music slopeside. And if you want to learn more about the band that Trisha was listening to yesterday, and that's coming up, Laughing Bones is one of the featured artists in Meet Your Musician in the paper today. So, all right, well, Trisha, of course, that's what you were doing after your flight. Not like I'm going to go home and do laundry and be lame. No, I'm going to go straight to get some live music at the base of the mountain because I'm Trisha Swenson. All right, well, listen, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have another look at what's happening with that local weather forecast. We'll also take a look at what's going on for some upcoming events at Beaver Creek. So stay with us. We're just getting started.
It's 5 a.m. and
I feel like I can do anything.
We've got apples and cabbage,
7,000 dahlias,
vegetables, and
brisket for dinner.
This is my happy place.
We've been coming here since 1868.
My grandmother used to say,
"Don't call me, don't bother me, I'm going out to mow."
there's a lot of cushy desk jobs out there, but
I make the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
Well, it was just downright warm this morning. Actually, funny story. So my amazing husband, he's so wonderful, and he will start my car for me in the morning sometimes. And so this morning he went to start it for me, and I went to Glenwood yesterday. So I had the air conditioning on, Rach, for the first time. There was air conditioning on in my car, and so when he turned my car on this morning, it was just blasting the air conditioning. But here's the thing: is that it was so warm that it didn't matter. Like it's so warm outside. It's currently 35 degrees in Vail, and it's 7:45. So it's definitely springtime here in the Rockies, and today is very much going to feel similar to what we had for Friday, for Saturday, for Sunday. So you can see those blue skies just kind of like hovering at the top of the mountain, and we're looking at those mountain temperatures this afternoon in like the mid 40s, mid 50s. So it's definitely going to be time to enjoy the après, to get out on a deck, put that sunscreen on, hydrate as well, and then snow returns late tonight into Wednesday. So we could potentially see anywhere between about 5 to 10 inches, and that 10-inch mark is more likely depending on how that wind shifts for us. But look at this. So maybe 10 inches by Wednesday, then a little break on Thursday, and then more snow on Friday and Saturday, and then a little break on Sunday and Monday, and then more snow on Tuesday. So I love this little pattern, right? Like summer, winter, summer, winter. So right now, if you're going out on the mountain, really good conditions out there. Both Vail and Beaver Creek are almost 100% open. Vail's 97% open. They're open from 8:30 to 4 o'clock today. And in the last 7 days, 2 inches of fresh snow. Same thing for Beaver Creek, 2 inches in the last 7 days. They're open from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m., and they are 98% open right now. So speaking of Beaver Creek, let's talk about what's coming up for things to do at Beaver Creek. first of all, they are home to the Vail Performing Arts Center, which is, we have the Vail magazine that helps you kind of figure out what's coming up, or you can go to their website, vailpac.org, as you can see here. So on Wednesday at 7:30, The Ultimate John Denver by Ted Vigil will be taking place. And this is something where he won a celebrity lookalike contest and then won a National Talent Quest title as John Denver in 2006. So then he began performing as a singer in all over the country. He's even performed twice for John Denver's own WinStar Foundation in Aspen. His voice, mannerisms, and humor are so similar to John Denver's, you'll have to remind yourself it's a tribute show. So that's taking place at 7:30 on Wednesday at the Vail. And then this is just such a good indication of how the variety, the kind of variety that the Vail brings in. Then on Friday, the Underwater Bubble Show. So this will be happening at 6:30 on Friday. It presents a modern fairy tale with a major twist in which adults discover that they can go back and enjoy life. Anyway, cues from Cirque Du Soleil. It's a visually spectacular show. It incorporates lasers, low ground smoke, soap bubbles, and flying foam to simulate waves and the underwater atmosphere. So this sounds like it's going to be quite the experience. Dancers and acrobats transform into colorful fish in this whimsical and heartfelt show, which has both kids and adults applauding enthusiastically. So that is 6:30 this coming Friday night at the Vail Performing Arts Center, the Underwater Bubble Show. So that's coming up. And then also, they have these complimentary activities that take place each week as part of Beaver Creek Extraordinaire Presents Bloom. So being that it's Monday, let's take a look. Nothing really going on specifically except for maybe some complimentary caricatures with Ken Carpenter tomorrow from 4 to 6 in the Village. And then on Wednesday, Helmut Fricker will be playing from 3 to 5. And then the Ultimate John Denver by Ted Vigil will be at the Vail. So that's kind of just a look at what's going on for this week. But then coming up, Memorial Day weekend, if you're looking for a way to just welcome summer here in the mountains, Blues, Brews, and Barbecue makes its return. So this will be Friday, May 27th through the 29th. So live music, and then of course the great barbecue. There's gonna be 12 barbecue vendors. There's gonna be a kids zone, so you can learn more by going to beavercreek.com/events to enjoy Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. Okay, so let's check back in with Trisha and Blake and see where they are now out there roaming around in Vail Village this morning. Oh, Trisha, all right, I see you. What you standing in front of there?
I'm texting Rachel. Okay. Hey, you know what? So we moved over here to where the maps are, because I thought I'd give you a little bit of an idea of which slopes are eastern facing. And actually, Ashley, you know what? With temperatures are right around 34, 35, we didn't really go below freezing, so it might still be soft up there. Like usually it's when you have that deeper cold, this temperatures get a little lower. That's when it gets a little more crunchy. But if you are going to go in the back bowls today, your eastern facing slopes are going to be like your Milts, your Campbells, your Cows. This is in Sunup Bowl. And then over in Sundown Bowl, it's like your Rickies, your Widges. So those kind of get the sun when it's coming up, and then later in the afternoon, that's maybe when you do a Forever, or maybe you do a little bit of Yonder. So that's just kind of, once again, that follow the sun. But I just want to tell you something over here in Game Creek Bowl. So Game Creek Express Lift is currently a 4-seater chairlift, 4-person lift. That is going to be changed to a 6-person lift by next winter. And then in addition to that, out of Sundown Bowl, they're going to add a chairlift that'll take you from the base of Sundown, where Chair 5 is, to go up to Wildridge at the top of, right here at the top of Game Creek Bowl. So Wildwood Smokehouse, not Wildridge, Wildwood Smokehouse, and the restaurant up there. That's where that lift will come out. So big news happening by next season.
Yeah, I do love that they announce those things early so you can kind of get excited and look forward to that. But all right, Trisha, well, thank you for that. And, I don't know if you've ever had a chance to participate in a CSA before, but Knapp Harvest is our local farm to table kind of well, it's not a restaurant, but it's a store. It's just kind of the vehicle that we get products from Knapp Ranch in Edwards. Anyway, very, very cool. So their CSA is a great way to participate in not only encouraging local agriculture, but also maybe increasing your skills in the kitchen with different fresh organic produce each week. So let's take a look at how you can get signed up and what's involved.
Hi everyone, Sarah and a Rarity with Carrie Hogan at Knapp Harvest, and we are talking all things spring and summer, and it's almost time for the CSAs to come back.
It is. It is time to buy your CSAs. Now, what is a CSA? Community Supported Agriculture. So what this does is it really helps the farmer to plan his crops, figure out what he wants to grow and what people are interested in. So every week for 13 weeks, you get a box full of the seasonal, freshest vegetables coming from not just the ranch up at Knapp Ranch with our microgreens and our mushrooms. We'll always include Osage Gardens, our organic herb farm down in Newcastle. There will be things like, for spring it'd be asparagus and perhaps some, beautiful spring onions and things like that. So from time to time you'll get Knapp's Nectar honey. We will always include recipes, which is really fun, so that what you're cooking with, you have some great ideas. And also we'll have coupons in there. So you might get a coupons for Knapp Harvest to pick up some fresh farm raised eggs. And you might get some coupons for Knapp Garden Center, where you would be picking up the CSAs. And Eagle is right behind City Market, and that's called Knapp Garden Center. That's where you'll be picking up the CSAs, and you'll be getting coupons for annuals and perennials there as well. So a lot of value. We have 2 sizes. One standard, it's 1 to 2 people, and that is $3.25 for 13 weeks. So it comes out to $28 per week for a whole box full of great things. And then for our family size is 3 to 4 plus, and that is $5.75 for 13 weeks. So it's $25. So if you consider taking $25 to City Market to try to buy organic veggies, maybe some honey, some Knapp Ranch homegrown mushrooms, microgreens, you can't do it. So this is really a great way to help support our farmers, get them an early start to their planning of spring.
Wonderful value, and it's actually a share of a farm, which I just love. So you're buying into the farm, supporting local, and such a great variety, so it changes every week, and recipe ideas, recipe starters, so you come home, open the box, it's unique each week. Such a fun way to support local.
It really is, and I'm signed up for mine. If you sign up early, before May 1st, you will get a free 12-ounce Knapp's Nectar Wildflower Honey. You come pick it up at Knapp Harvest, and you're on your way. So anyway, there's a lot of incentives, a lot of fun things going on this year in those boxes. We're really excited about it.
And we should mention the second pickup location in Edwards. So 2 different locations, hours that are convenient. So tell us how to sign up.
So sign up on knappgardencenter.com and go to our website, push CSA, and it's very easy. It says shop now, the 2 different sizes. And you're absolutely right. We have an Edwards pickup now at Fill and Refill in Riverwalk and Edwards. So you have from 10:30 to 5:30 to pick them up in Edwards. That wasn't the case last year, so we're making it much more convenient for people down Valley to buy from us as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Carrie.
Absolutely.
Skiing is more dangerous than ever due to crowded slopes and people skiing faster than their abilities allow. Hi, this is Joseph Block, a ski injury attorney at Block & Chapleau. If another skier or snowboarder hits you from behind and it injures you, you're entitled to monetary compensation. Remember, the downhill skier has the right of way. The uphill skier has a responsibility to avoid skiers below.
If you've been injured, you need to call an attorney to protect your rights. It's important to preserve the evidence immediately. Call Block & Chapleau today at 970-926-1700. We've been doing this for over 30 years and have collected millions of dollars of compensation for injured skiers and snowboarders.
Block and Chapleau has offices in the Vail Valley, Frisco, and Denver to serve you. Your case is our priority.
If you've been injured in an automobile or ski collision, call us today at 970-926-1700 to speak to an attorney, or go to vailjustice.com.
Vail Valley Live outerwear provided by Ksa Limited.
The Kit Kat you love, with a minty flavored dark chocolate delicious twist. Kit Kat Duos mint and dark chocolate. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
All right, so if you are not aware, we not only have Vail Valley Live, but we also have Vail Valley Latino that's hosted by our very own Brazzo on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. So you can catch it on the same channels that you find Vail Valley Live, and just love the way that he's helping to bring more of our community together. And of course, you know Brazzo, right? Like, he's just incredibly charismatic and super fun to watch in like everyday life. So check it out on Facebook, YouTube, and also on TV Channel 17 with Outside Television. So it's all in Spanish. They're talking local businesses, nonprofits, community members, and more. So check it out tomorrow night. Now, also coming up this summer, the first week of June, let me just go to it right here. So mountaingames.com. GoPro Mountain Games are returning. So it's June 7th through the 12th. And this is, just everything from dock dogs to kayaking to mountain biking to running to enjoying live music and maybe just like kicking it with some yoga in the festival village and art. And then our very own Ken Hovey doing crazy stuff like this. It's so much fun just to spectate, but then it's even more fun to participate. And if you would like to get signed up, you can go to summer.mountaingames.com, and right now the countdown is on 71 days until it happens. 71 days, 4 hours, 3 minutes, and 12 seconds to be exact. So get ready, it's coming. It also brings out some outdoor celebrities, and it's just a good time. And I can't believe we're already talking about that, right? Although given the weather, it makes sense that we're already talking about that. But let's send things back out to Trish, see what she's gotten herself into now. She and Blake are just canvassing Vail Village. What are you doing? Who are you talking to?
Oh, I'm just saying hi to Skip Joel. They're just making their way up. We have a couple people in line right now at the base of Gandhi 1, and then the employees will get up there. But Ashley, I've never looked at this plaque before. So this is right at the base, right near the skier statue, and it's called "This Is the Place." And Pete Seibert's dream, and it talks about how Pete, as a young man, was a New England skier. He, of course, went on to combat in the 10th Mountain Division, and then when he came back, he was a ski patroller. He was a ski racer, ski instructor, and I do think he spent some time over in Europe, actually, kind of learning the hospitality industry. Just those hospitality schools over there. But it also talks about how in 1957 he met up with Earl Eaton, an Eagle Valley native, and he showed him this place. And we talked about that just a few weeks ago. How I think it was March 19th is when Pete and Earl made their climb up and then into the back bowl, skied, climbed up, skied a little more, and that's really when the ball got rolling for what they call phase 1 of Vail in 1962. So you can stop by, you can read a little bit about this plaque, and then a lot of the skier investors, Dick Hauserman, Harley Higbee, Fitzhugh Scott, all those early names of the history of Vail. So that's a little bit about what we're exploring here this morning. But pretty quiet morning for a Monday. But I think people are just making their way up and are going to be just enjoying the sunshine and the warm weather today. Ashley, I hear it's going to be, back into the 50s again?
Yep, like 50s on the mountain, Trisha. You know what I love about that plaque, too, though, and just about you know, the story with our founders is that, you know, Pete Seibert, technically, you know, we didn't have a name for it back then when he founded Vail, but he was technically a wounded warrior that came back and he overcame some really serious injuries from war to end up being this phenomenal skier and then ultimately founding this resort that we all love so much today. So, you know, it's amazing that we have things like the Vail Veterans Program and that we do have some incredible Paralympians and people that have overcome some serious physical feats to then, you know, bring skiing to the world stage in so many different capacities. And I love that that was all really started with Pete Seibert. So love that history with him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. And you can learn more at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. Hop in one of the tours. You know, they're doing tours pretty much daily leading out of the Legacy Hut. So if you go up Gondola 1 and then take Tier 4, the Mountaintop Express, stop by the little Legacy Hut. It's just a little bit below the top of Tier 11. And from there, they are leading different tours, whether you're looking for the Legacy Stop tour, maybe you want a Back Bowl and Blue Sky Basin tour. They're also doing women's tours certain days of the week. So all those tours are listed and they start usually around 10:30. So you arrive at 10:15, get ready to go. And then there's a couple of tours that are available. If you're over in the Lion's Head area, head on up Eagle's Nest, the gondola, to Eagle's Nest, the Eaglebon Gondola, and then you go into the Game Creek Club alcove. And that's where people gather, and then they make their way from that side of the mountain for those tours, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Very cool. All right, Trisha. Well, listen, with this crazy weather that we're about to experience the next 24 to 48 hours, you're going to want to be prepared with your clothing. And a great place to go where you're not going to break the bank is the outlets at Silverthorne, and specifically the Columbia outlet. I've found some incredible gems over there for everything from like winter boots to backpacking gear. But let's see what Sarah discovered when she was over there.
I'm at the Columbia Sportswear store at the outlets at Silverthorne with Peggy Ziglin, here to tell us about some really comfortable pieces for winter and spring.
Oh my gosh, yes. This is Columbia Sportswear and the outlet. So you can get deals galore all year round, which is neat.
And this piece that we're both wearing is so soft, so great
Isn't
for
it?
layering, would be wonderful under a shell or on its own.
Absolutely. And you know what? These are $49.99. They're normally like $85. So huge, huge, huge deals that you can get here at Columbia.
Such a great deal. And tell us how we can save more with some special offers.
Absolutely. You know, we have the VIP savings card. You can pick this up at the Welcome Center, the Colorado Welcome Center, or the management office. Just say, I saw this right here on Vail Valley Live, and I would love to have one. Well, first we have our beautiful Rachel. And Rachel is actually in our burgundy thermal, fabulous, reflective lined vest. And then we popped that actually with a black and white long sleeve tee underneath. And then we found burgundy leggings, which are tights, but they also are super, super warm. So it's great for outdoors. And she also can wear that out just for fun. She's got her pom-pom hat on, of course. And then if that weren't enough, she's got her Sorel boots. Her whole outfit would be $399. It will come to $197. Rachel's gonna save $201 just on that fabulous outfit alone. Then we have our beautiful Silver, and Silver has on a rainbow Omni Heat jacket. So it's really, really warm, super fun colors. We've popped on her vest underneath. It's a thermal vest, so she's really ready for the weather climate as it keeps getting warmer throughout the day. She has her thermal tee on, of course, her cream hat, her gray legging tights, and then if that weren't enough, she also has her pink shoes, which are a pink sole. They look amazing. Whole outfit would be $500, comes to $278. She'll save $221. Next we have a beautiful Madeline. Madeline is in a sage puffer jacket. She has on her hoodie, her thermal hoodie on, and then she also has on her Columbia white Omni Heat boots. Whole outfit would be $397, comes to $240. My goodness, she's saving $157. Our handsome Win is wearing also Columbia, and he has on more of the camo fleece jacket. He also has his ski pants. He's got his t-shirt on. He also has his fabulous hat on. He has a neck warmer and gloves for later too, and then if that weren't enough, his Omni Heat fabulous shoes. Whole outfit would actually be $384, but he would buy it at the outlets for $335 with his savings card, and he's going to save $149.
Great. Thanks so much, Peggy. Some great looks for winter and spring, and from the beanies on the hats to the Sorel and Columbia boots, everyone is outfitted and ready to get outside.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. He's talking about motorcycle insurance, and people love it. And of course, they love the savings they're going to get with Geico, but it goes beyond that.
You deserve to save.
Heard that before.
You deserve to save.
I know.
I need you to hear me. You deserve to save.
I deserve to save.
I mean, he has a way of making you feel seen.
Bundle car and motorcycle insurance and save at geico.com.
Maui Jim Sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
Take a piece of chocolate if you're the tallest. Take a piece of chocolate if you're better at eating your vegetables. Take a piece of chocolate if you love sharing.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Now, if you've been here for any period of time, you know that we are home to some just incredible locals, and one of them is our very own Thomas Walsh. And he started skiing at the age of 2. He started competing and ski racing at the age of 5. And you know, we all follow him here on Vail Valley Live on the gram, as I think all of you should as well. But he posted about his lifelong dream being accomplished, and I thought this caption was so appropriate for what's about to happen today. He says, "I always wanted to be a professional ski racer on the World Cup and in the Olympics. Because of cancer, I now race on the Para World Cup and in the Paralympics. When I won my silver medal at the 2022 Beijing Winter Paralympics, I won it for myself, for my mom and my family, for my country, for all who supported and continue to support me, for my team and my teammates, for all people who have been affected by cancer and lymphedema, but most importantly, for all those who doubted I could do it." Oh, just giving me chills. Well, listen, the man, the myth, the legend, he is with our very own Trisha Swenson. Let's send it out to them. Good morning, Thomas. Thank you so much for being here.
Morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're so glad to have Thomas with us this morning. And yeah, we've been trying to get him. He's been getting back into the USA, getting back into the time zone. We're like, do you want to come early tomorrow morning? He's like, oh, I don't know. So we got him here today, though, and we're so excited. And Thomas, congratulations. And there's been so many people here in the Vail Valley that have been watching you grow up here, waiting for this to happen and everything. And we've got the medal right here. Ashley, it's so heavy. It's like a couple of pounds. It's a good piece of hardware for sure. And just really, both Blake and I got goosebumps when he took it out of the box and everything. But how does it feel to call yourself the silver medalist in the giant slalom at the Paralympics?
settling in. It's been a long time goal, a long time dream, and now that I've accomplished it, I'm looking forward to more, looking forward to skiing more, but I'm just happy to be able to bring it back and share it with you and with everybody here in this valley.
Yeah, and just all the people that have supported you and everything, because it has been a long journey. And you started out, ski racing here just to the east of us. We've got Golden Peak Ski and Snowboard Club Vail. You were a part of that growing up?
Absolutely. I started competing in racing there as a little youngster and worked my way up, and it's been a journey ever since to a ski academy, now to the professional team, and my second Paralympics, and so hopefully there's more to come.
Yeah, but then I just love how even cancer did not set you back. So as a young teen, you were diagnosed with kind of a rare form of cancer, right?
That's right. I was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, stage 4 bone cancer in my pelvis and my lungs, and we've been friends for a long time. So you saw me through that journey, and very difficult, very painful. I had to go through chemotherapy and radiations, and really kind of changed my world and changed my perspective. And so having a community here and my mom and my family to support me and to come back to life and to come back to ski racing and earn this, it really, really means a lot. And so staying positive and working hard and never trying to accomplish this goal that I've had.
Yeah. Oh, and if you ever met his mom, she is a true cheerleader and everything, and so great. It was so fun to watch. We would watch, late at night, and you guys would already be in the next day, and just to see you there, and what was it like being there? Because it was such a different Olympics than what we're used to, with having lots of fans and having such a personal support group there. You guys were pretty isolated with COVID protocols.
Very isolated. It was a very interesting experience. I unfortunately didn't get to see a lot of China. We arrived, we were in pretty much lockdown the entire time. So really, with my core group of Team USA support, coaches, athletes, staff, that part was amazing. I couldn't have asked for more. And being able to see other countries in this kind of environment. But it was only skiing. There was no other sports around us. So really just us. And so I really, am happy with going. I'm definitely happy to be back.
Yeah. Well, and you've got your sights set on the next Olympics, which will be in Italy, right?
Cortina Milano. And that's going to be in 4 years' time. So that's ultimately the next big goal. We have a few years between that, and people think 4 years is a lot, but it goes really.
I'm sure it does, especially with winters. But then in the summer, there's so much training and everything, and things that happen on snow elsewhere, not here, because ours is melted.
Absolutely, we chase the snow. We'll go to different parts of Europe or South America, or even some parts in the Western United States, trying to maintain that time on snow to keep up our training and everything. So I'll have World Cup races as well between now and then, every season, all season. It's a full-time job. I'll also have 2 World Championship competitions as well on alternating years. Next year we'll be in Sweden. And so that kind of gives you a little more trial steps before we get to the next big show. And it's kind of weird to think about that I'm just getting back from this Paralympics and I'm already thinking about the next one.
I know, but that's the thing. You've always got goals, a lot of drive and everything. But one thing that was neat, when the World Cup comes here, I love that stop when we have them come to the Birds of Prey at Beaver Creek. As a kid, I'm sure that was very exciting for Ski and Snowboard Club Vail kids to go over, slip the course, do the coursework, and then, of course, meet some athletes. And you become very good friends with one of those athletes, and you did this at a young age. Tell us about your relationship with Stephen Nyman.
So Stephen has been a lifelong mentor of mine. I met him actually when he came to speak at Vail Mountain School when I was attending. And then I was diagnosed with cancer, and I would see him at every race and at Beaver Creek when I'd go, just like you said, as a youngster. And so forming this kind of friendship and having him kind of mentor me and help me through my experiences with cancer, but also as I've grown into my own kind of professional athlete with the team and helping me learn how to navigate that very challenging and difficult lifestyle and career path.
Yeah.
So we had a few special moments, and I'm so lucky to have him around to share that with.
Oh yeah, Stephen Nyman, such a great guy anyway. But this exchange that was during the World Cup on that one of the last races. This is before the race began, and you're doing a bib exchange. That was the bib that he gave you from Torino when you were battling cancer. It's kind of a little inspiration, right?
Absolutely, and that bib from him was extremely important, and it's probably the only real Olympic bib I'll ever have. It was super, super nice of him to do that, and kind of, kickstart me, give me a little jolt.
And then you gave him your bib, and Stephen Nyman, you know, it was there were some tears. It was
I have never seen Stephen cry so much.
Oh, but you know what? It's just so great to see that and everything. So we're happy that NBC made that story known. And I'm sure there's, you know, lots of other stories, and you're probably inspiring other young kids today with what you're doing.
I guess I'd like to think so. I try to be a good role model. It was really fun yesterday. I was riding a chairlift while skiing with some friends, and actually met a couple youngster racers who were out for the skiing and took a picture and sent it to them. So, you know, I want to give back to the community as best I can and be present. So.
Okay, perfect, awesome. Well, we're glad to have you here. And not only is Thomas a talented ski racer, but theatrical productions. I know Rachel Ladon, who is producing right now. I know you guys were in a couple of shows together. Most recently, this fall, you were dancing with Michaela Schifrin and our very own Meredith Kirkman doing the Michaela Dance Challenge. So dancing, singing, the guy does it all.
I guess.
No, you're very talented, and you've got your degrees from Savannah College of Art and Design, so you've got this creative side to you as well. Any ideas of what you'll do after racing?
I'm not sure. I'm now focused on 4 more years of skiing, so I have my arts degree in performing arts and film, and then I have a master's degree in business administration and marketing.
Okay.
So hopefully there's something out there for me. Maybe I can utilize those skills to help me get some more sponsorship and help support me for the next couple of years.
Yep.
But past that, I'm just going to keep focusing on skiing.
Okay, all right. Well, let's keep focusing on skiing. And if you want to follow Thomas, what are the best resources for us to keep up with you?
I'm very active on social media, mostly on Instagram. My handle is @TWalnuts with a Z. And that's pretty much where I'll post photos from everywhere that I go and keep up to date.
Okay, Ashley, any questions?
Oh my gosh, I mean, so well deserved. But Thomas, I'm just so curious. Like, what are you gonna do to relax a little bit? I mean, I know we're focused on the next 4 years, but what does a Paralympian do to actually like kick it and just take a break for a sec?
That is a good question, and one of the things that I've done is this past week kind of just gone skiing with my friends. I don't know if you can see, but my nose is extremely sunburned from yesterday's shenanigans. So that's kind of what I'm doing to enjoy myself. Is just relax, enjoy some of the sun that we have here in town, take it a little bit easy.
Awesome, I love it. Well, listen.
All right.
I mean, we're so congratulations, Thomas. I mean, so well deserved, and you definitely have the whole crew from Vail Valley Live behind you all the way. Bring on the next 4 years. We can't wait to be part of this story and follow along on your social media. But thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you, Trisha. And man, just again,
I know that Ken Hovey will be bummed he wasn't working today. Ken Hovey, one of your big fans. Yeah, Ken. You know what? Thomas used to be a kid reporter for us back when we were working at the other station, and he and Thea Noble would do all these reports on what kids would like to do in the Vail Valley. Do you have those tapes?
I don't.
I don't know. They're in the vault somewhere.
Wait. So, could we like recreate those when you become one of our hosts on this show? Are you looking for a job? I'm just putting it out there.
We'll have to have a discussion about that. I am a free agent.
You know what? My favorite was when Thomas was doing a golf segment for our kids report, and we would write for him and then let him memorize it and everything. He not only memorized it in just record time, but then he just hit this long drive off the tee, just perfect. I'm like, oh my gosh, he nails the line. He does a perfect drive. Like, of course. So multi-talented, this kid over here for sure. Wait, I don't mean to call you a kid. You're a young man, but I've known you for a long time, so I'm not gonna say that stuff.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. All right. Well, listen, I'm gonna put this out on the table. I'm gonna just keep putting it out there. We're just gonna keep sliding your DMs and be like, when are you gonna come host for us, Thomas? When is this gonna be a thing? When are we gonna make this a full-time job?
We love it.
All right, you two. Well, listen. Thank you so much again for also like sending us exclusive clips while you were at the Paralympics. Like that was so cool, and also just sharing with us this morning and spending so much time with us. This really it's such a treat, and we're so proud of you. So thank you, and thank you, Trisha, for making this happen this morning. We really love this so much. So all right, you guys, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna have another look at what's going on with your weather, some viewer content. We have a lot to get, your headlines, the traffic. We have so much to do, so we'll be right back.
We get out, fire it up, hook big ones. We get out and rip it. And we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew and get out and do.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Do you want locally grown mushrooms, microgreens, organic herbs, fruits, vegetables, honey, recipes, and more? Sign up for Knapp Ranch's CSA boxes now. Feel good about supporting local farmers while nourishing your family. Go to knappgardencenter.com and click CSA to sign up today. All right, so lots going on, including our headlines this morning. Big thank you to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, as always, for bringing our personalities to life each and every day here on Vail Valley Live in the wee hours of the morning. So in the paper today, and also what's not necessarily in the physical paper, but on VailDaily.com, one of the big breaking news stories is the Vail Resorts has officially expanded into Europe. They are a majority stakeholder in a Swiss resort called Andermatt Sedrun Sport AG. So this is a big deal, and it's their first time getting into Europe in a majority stakeholder position. So you can read more about that on VailDaily.com. But as we look at what's going on with our paper for today, so more time for teachers, and also a solitary rider works with their horse and dog Sunday in a field near Walcott. The day was warm with temperatures in the 60s. It's a photo from Chris Dillman, and we're going to see those temperatures in the 60s once again for today. But as we flip into the paper, Time Machine is one of the things that happens each and every Monday. And looking back 30 years ago, Eagle County Animal Control investigated an odd case. A man placed an injured dog inside the animal shelter drop box, which I didn't know that there was an animal shelter drop box. But what this person thought was a dog turned out to be a full-blooded coyote. Shelter personnel were concerned about potential rabies exposure from the wild animal. Also 30 years ago, 2 Vailmen were arrested and placed in the custody of the U.S. Marshals in Denver in connection with the ski resort town's first ever bank robbery. The two 24-year-olds were arrested by Vail police and FBI agents 1 week after committing the crime. That was in 1992. And 50 years ago, the week of March 30th in 1972, the Colorado State Highway Department formally requested the Federal Highway Administration approve the Glenwood Canyon route for Interstate 70. It's kind of crazy to me to think that I-70 didn't exist through Glenwood Canyon 50 years ago, that in the 70s it wasn't completed. But things you can learn about in Time Machine. Okay, also, so the district is going to be changing. Sorry. Speaking of I-70, I'm sorry. Rachel, I'm just messing you up. Okay, but that's a perfect transition. Thank you, Rachel, being the pro back there. So speaking of I-70 through Glenwood Canyon, I-70 goes over Vail Pass, as we all well know. And I-70, this project that's been taking place on Vail Pass, well, apparently now they're on the hard part. So like last summer, we saw some delays and things. Oh, no. That was not the hard part. But apparently, beginning in April, the second of the project's 5 scheduled construction seasons will get underway, which over the course of the summer and fall will involve lane closures, rock blasting, stopping the interstate in both directions for up to 30 minutes. Yeah. Yep. So you can learn more about that with John LeConte's article on page A4 today. So heads up, that's coming. All right. All right, let's move on to happier things, Rach. Let's keep flipping, shall we? Devil skiers, VMS coach claim winter honors. So you can learn a little bit more about some very exciting winners for the Vail Daily's Winter Prep Sports Athlete and Coach of the Year in the Sports and Outdoors section for today. I tell you what, I think some of these Nordic skiers are like they just fascinate me. The fact, like, Rach, have you ever done this on any sort of competitive level?
Competed it.
Really?
High school, yeah.
This does not even remotely surprise me.
It was fun. It did kick your butt, though. It was a hard sport.
Yeah, but also like so indicative of Rachel's personality. Like, oh, I crush everything. Like multitasking while I'm like running. And anyway, she's amazing. Not surprising that that's something that you would compete in. All right, let's keep flipping. So Meet Your Musician, the Laughing Bones. Trisha was just talking about seeing these guys on the patio out at the Broken Arrow when she got back from Arizona this weekend. So they have one more weekend that they'll be playing, and you can learn a little bit more about the Laughing Bones and arts and entertainment. And then as we keep on going here, we're just going to keep on flipping. So Bravo announces some educational opportunities. So this is really cool. If you love live music and especially the classical variety, Bravo brings all sorts of different concerts to the community for free, which is really, really exciting. It all starts in June, so you can get the full rundown in the paper today. So more than 30 events that are just taking place throughout Vail and Eagle. So great way to see that live music with your friends and family, and it's completely complimentary. So check that out in the paper today. All right, let's talk about the weather really fast because it's going to be a little crazy in the next 24 hours. I can already see the sun is kind of hitting the valley floor here in Eagle Vale, and we look at this, like full on springtime in Lion's Head this morning. So you can see the snow melting from the rooftops there, blue sky up above the mountain, and temperatures expected to be in the mid 40s and mid 50s on the mountain this afternoon. But late tonight into tomorrow, we have a storm arriving that will bring us anywhere between 5 to 10 inches by Wednesday. So things are going to drastically change. And especially between like Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday afternoon, that seems to be like the bulk of the snow. But most of it's going to be staying above 9,000 feet. So if for reference, Vail and Beaver Creek boasted at 8,200 feet. So I think for like the rest of us living in Eagle and Edwards, probably going to be seeing more of like the rain down in town. And then you'll see that snow in the upper elevations. But exciting to see, potentially another 10 inches by Wednesday. And then we have like a little break, and then we have more snow on Friday and Saturday. So it's just going to be kind of like this stormy off and on period for the next week or so. And thank you to opensnow.com for that information. Thank you to Carrots for our weather. And just for the mountains, just know that both Vail and Beaver Creek are both almost 100% open. Vail's 97% open. Beaver Creek is 98% open. So still plenty of terrain to get out and to explore as we enjoy these springtime temperatures. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have a look at some of our viewer content, a last look at your local weather, and then we're going to be closing things out. So stay with us.
Xterra, apparel for your active lifestyle. Visit xterraplanet.com today. Enter the promo code CHECK20 at checkout for an extra 20% off regularly priced merchandise.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
We decided it's time to put a different kind of power tool in your hands. Store Mode in the Home Depot app gives you in-store tools made to help you get more done. To guide you every step of the way and explore products quickly with the scan. That way you get the top brands at the best prices without missing a beat. It's made for doing. Download the Home Depot app and see how doers get more done.
All right, so we have some fun content that some of our viewers have been sending in, and you can be a part of this as well if you use hashtag VailDailyLive, and we can see, what's going on in your world and how you're enjoying the mountains. But one particular content contributor was out in Glenwood Canyon. I was driving this way yesterday. I wasn't out in a kayak. Look at how beautiful that bluebird sky is, though. Oh my gosh, and that water, you know it's really cold, but man, is that beautiful. Oh my gosh, so stunning. And I tell you what, like, I mean, again, Rach, like I was walking around in like tank tops in Glenwood. It was crazy. It was so warm over there. Okay, and then also, let's take a look at some of these really, we have pictures, right? All right, let's take a look at some of these photos. So these are so fun. I love this, and feel free to send more of these in. This is over at the Westin with 10th Mountain Whiskey and Chris Anthony. He presented his film Mission Mount Mangart the other night, and so there he is. Is that a shot ski that he's holding? What is he holding there? Just a normal ski. It has the 10th Mountain Division logo on there, but very own Chris Anthony. Love this guy. So there he is in all his glory over at the Westin. And then the Vail Yeti. So their season is complete. So that's hard to believe that that's already done. But man, I tell you what, these guys are so entertaining. If you, I feel like this is very accurate portrayal of what happens at these games. They're so aggressive. They're so intense. And they also have amazing hairstyles and bringing back the 80s on the ice, which I love. But man, I tell you what, like I really am so impressed every time I go to one of their games. I'm so entertained from start to finish. They're so talented. And then they bring in these players, you know, that their roster is constantly changing. And it's just really exciting to see how they compete at such a high level when it's just like it's our hometown hockey team. But man, they're good. So make sure to head over to one of their games if you get a chance next season. Also, Knapp's Nectar has a new beekeeper. So welcome Alex to the team. He's from Connecticut, and he thrives off the importance of beekeeping because of its impact and direct link to the environment. He gets a sense of pride in having a profession that's much bigger than himself. So welcome Alex to the team. And that's just a few of our viewers, right? And if you have any content, please send it our way. Again, hashtag Vail Daily Live is a great way to let us know what's going on in your world. We check that and kind of like to see what's happening out there. So let's maybe take one last look at your local weather forecast, and then we're going to send you on your way for this beautiful Monday morning. It is stunning. It's so gorgeous and warm, and it's going to be feeling very much like spring today. Bluebird skies, highs in the 40s and 50s on the mountain today. It's going to be even warmer than that, like especially down in Eagle and Edwards. So right now feeling like 36 in Vail, and maybe a little bit gusty out there just as we see this next storm system moving in. So you can see tomorrow's forecast, a high of 39 with some of those rain droplets. And really between Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday afternoon, most intense snowfall happening above 9,000 feet. We could see anywhere between 5 to 10 inches. And then we have a little bit of a break on Thursday before we have more snow in the forecast on Friday. So it's springtime. Look at this. So maybe like 10, 11 inches by Wednesday, then break on Thursday, then maybe another 3 inches Friday and Saturday, then a break on Sunday, Monday, and then another 2 to 3 inches on Tuesday. So it's going to be a wild ride the next week of weather, but very, very typical springtime weather. So thank you to Live Sotheby's for that. But thank you to all of you for joining us this morning. Thank you to Thomas Walsh for making time out of his schedule to come and join us. And thanks, of course, to our crew, Rachel and Blake and Trisha. But we'll be back here live at 7:30 tomorrow morning, and we'll see you then.